Your sister Janet, she has a new book. Are you close to Janet?
Yes.
She has a book called True You. Have you read the book?
I haven't read the book. I've been so busy running, but I know it's good.
It's good. And in the book, in the interviews, she talks about your father hitting her once with a belt. Did that ever happen to you?
I got a spanking once when I was in kindergarten. Was it kindergarten or
What'd
first
you
grade?
do?
First grade.
He beat you?
Me once, yes. Only
Once?
once with me.
Beat you with what?
With a switch off the tree,
Yes.
first to begin with, and then with a belt and with a buckle. And there were cuts all over my body. And after that, he threw me on the floor into the restroom.
How old were you?
I was probably, what grade was I in? First grade, I believe it was. Going into the second.
Why did you get a spanking?
I didn't pass. I was left behind. And the reason I was left behind, it was really weird because on my report card, when you're that young, I had all S's. And
Oh, yes,
S is
satisfactory.
satisfactory,
Right.
which is the highest grade you can get. I had all S's, but I didn't pass. And the reason I didn't pass is because they said because she won't talk. She doesn't talk in school. She doesn't talk in class. And I was so shy. I was like this. I wouldn't talk, but my grades were just top.
Yeah.
And so they said, well, maybe if we leave her back, she'll speak in school. Well, after that beating, I spoke.
Really? So does your father actually thought that if he hit you, you were going to talk?
Well, you know what it is, Joy, and I have to be quite honest with you. Back then, in those days, everybody spanked their children, basically. And that's the way people grew up in a lot of the households for discipline. But we've learned today that you don't do that. We're talking about 30-something years, you know, or more, way back there. And that's what parents did. Today, they don't do it that way because we have this child abuse rule now, which is quite different.
Well, I think that, you know, some people believe in that type of discipline.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it. My family
Yeah.
never spanked me or anything like that.
Well,
but,
neither do I.
yeah, well, now you know better.
Yes,
you know
neither
better.
do I.
Your father beat you because you got a report card which said you didn't speak up in class. How dare you shame me, he said, you, as I read your account. Dragged you in the bathroom, threw you on the hard floor. Your mother sobbed the wounds, and you vowed never to make him angry again. He beat you physically only once in your life.
Only once, yes.
But I always feel like when the parents are strapping and hitting their kids, like sometimes it looks like they're enjoying it. And that bothers me.
No, I don't think so. I think that he instilled discipline, but it wasn't bad. I'm older now, and I realized that, you know, he was raising children and things of that nature. No, it wasn't bad at all.
No. Did he hit Michael?
He got a spanking.
He spanked
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Did any of the
people
children?
spanked people back then. They really
In some
did.
families, but your father
Yeah.
did quite a bit of it. According to Janet, you know, she says he hit her with a belt. That's,
Yeah. And
that's rough.
Yeah, you
It's a
would get
little
a spanking
kid.
with the belt.
I mean, does he regret any of that now? We've reached
Yes, of course he does. My father has a very good heart. Don't get it wrong. He has a very good heart, and that was his way of, I guess, trying to instill being a disciplinarian at that particular time for the kids to understand. And you have to look at us now. I think everybody in the family, of course, quiet and shy the whole bit, but everyone's very good children, very good kids.
You claim you are a member of a dysfunctional family, overseen by a physically domineering father. The real truth of the family that became world famous and the center of popular culture was actually a family that lived with a big secret. And you are out with a book titled Toya, Growing Up in the Jackson Family. I saw you on the Today Show today with Bryant Gumbel, in which he asked, I thought, a very obvious question. Why? Why do this? Why embarrass your family like this? And you would reply that you're doing it on behalf of abused kids everywhere. Is
Yes.
that right? You want to make your point?
To help abused children everywhere, there's so many children that are afraid to speak out. And to let people know that it's okay to say that I was abused. And it's been hidden, it's been kept in the closet. And if they feel that someone else can come out and say it, someone from a family, a large family that's in the entertainment field and known, then I think they will come out and say, okay, I can speak out and I can let it be known.
Now, from the mountaintop come the amateur analysts, including me. Your parents feel that you are under the spell of a Svengali by the name of Jack Gordon, who is in his own way abusing you. that you're a very vulnerable and pliable human being as a result of your own upbringing. This is kind of basic Freud here, subject to error, of course, especially by amateur analysts like me and others. But you've moved from your father's umbrella into underneath the umbrella of another person. You're not making your own decisions, even to this day, any more than you did as a child. What would you say to that?
But I am. That's where you're wrong at. However, I must say that it was my father who decided to make Mr. Gordon my manager. He's the one who said he will become your manager. I didn't ask him to be my manager. My father and Mr. Gordon were working together at the time.
You told Bryant you're married to Jack Gordon in name only.
Yes, in name only.
The relationship between the father and his kids was often strained, according to his daughter, Toya.
I didn't have much of a relationship with my father growing up. Actually, a lot of us didn't. We saw our father as being very a disciplinarian, of course. He had his moments. But there was fear, yes, there was fear.